Welcome to this week's Q&A. We've got a great question from one of our viewers in Australia this time. He's just in the process of buying a new home, upgrading, and he wants to know whether he should fix his home loan in terms of interest rates or go variable. And the reason it's interesting is because in recent times, especially in the last, say, 3 months, Australian banks have been raising their fixed interest rates for their fixed rate loans quite regularly, so every several weeks. And it's getting to the point where people are really struggling to see which way they should jump. Now, the important thing here to realize is that it's not always black or white. So let's look at the situation. This person's buying a new home, so they're going to be living in it longer term. There's no benefit in maintaining the interest as a tax deduction, as it were, if it was an investment property. So the fact that banks price their rates differently for principal and interest loans and interest-only loans makes sense that we try and look for the cheapest solution here. And in this instance, it may be better for this person to fix some of the loan to give them that peace of mind. And we looked at a 3-year rate where the principal interest rate was 3.5% and the interest-only rate was 4%. So clearly 3.5% would be a better solution here. And then the balance, the other half, we can go for variable, and we were able to get a variable interest rate of just over 2.3% with 100% offset. So it gives somebody a really good way of, I guess, tailoring something to fit their own circumstances, to make sure that they still feel comfortable and have that peace of mind should rates move higher than perhaps the market thinks, or if they don't go as high as the market thinks, they still have the benefit of having the other half of that home loan on a variable rate, which is still obviously very attractive at this point in time. We do need to keep an eye on what's happening in financial markets though, and the markets are pricing in rate rises, I think, fairly aggressively at the moment, perhaps a little too much so in Australia, because Australia is not in the same situation as the US. And we'll keep looking at that, and we'll, I'm sure, get some more questions around that in the weeks to come and bring some more news to all of our viewers around the world. I'm Andrew Unterweger from Wise Guru. All the very best, and we'll see you next week.